Okay guys, so this is just a general video on general marking out of pieces. So the first rule of marking out is to identify a face side and face edge on your piece. Okay, so the first rule, how we identify a face side and face edge is we use our tri-square, we hold it up against the light, okay? So as you can see here and on the piece, there should be no gaps between the blade on the tri-square and the edge over here, okay? So we can rub our tri-square along our piece. So that seems pretty okay. So I'm going to mark face side, face edge using this symbol here. Okay? So the procedure for marking out is overall dimensions, joint positions, joint details, and other details. Okay? So that you can remember that as old deciduous and joint pines just don't appear as our drawers. Okay, so first of all, overall dimensions. So this is going to be done using our ruler. So guys, if you're doing a job like a day practical, it's important that you don't use any parallax error. So in order to do this, make sure and just look at your ruler first and see where the increments start and that you're using the right increments on your ruler. So the first step is I'm going to mark off my 10mm waist. Okay, and I'm going to square it all around. Now it's important that when I'm squaring, I always use my stock off my face side and face edge, okay? I'm just going to quickly square it around using only face side, face edge. Okay, and I'm going to mark my waist with X's. Okay, so overall dimension is 215. So I'm going to use this line as a datum, and I'm going to come down my 215, which is there. Okay, so again, I'm going to use my square off my face side and face edge only, and I'm going to square my piece all around. And I'm going to mark my waist with X's. Okay, so that's overall dimensions. Second, what we have is joint positions. So for the purpose of this video, we're just going to use a mortise and tenon joint, okay? So you can see my joint positions is in 70 from my datum line, and then it's another 50 to the end of my mortise, okay? So to avoid a cumulative error, what we're going to do is we're going to add the 70 and 50 together and mark it off to 1, okay? So I'm going to have my datum line here. I'm going to come up my 70, and then from 70 I'm going to come another 50 to 120, okay? And again, off my face side and face edge, I'm going to square this all around. Okay guys, it's important while you're doing this, especially if you're doing something like a day practical, that you take your time, okay? There's no point rushing because you'll end up putting lines and cutting in the wrong place. So take your time and always make sure you use your stock off your face side and face edge. Okay, so joint positions. Next what we have is joint details, okay? So for a mortise, what I'm going to use is a mortise gauge. So again, what I'm going to do is identify my stock. So on most pieces, my stock, like on my sliding bevel, my tri-square and my mortise gauge can be identified by these brass strips, okay? It's important that I always use my stock off my face side and face edge, like I've said. Okay, so for the purpose of this video, just to speed it up, I have it set already. So I'm going to use my stock off my face side and face edge. I'm going to place small pin pricks down here just to stop me going from too far. When I strike my mortise, you can see there's the trench for my mortise. So when I flip it over, again, identify my face edge and follow the same procedure. I'm just going to heavy in the lines. And again, mark my waist. Okay. So, and then the final thing for marking out is that I use my tri-square, and anywhere that I'm going to be cutting across the grain, okay? So when my cut is going to be going across the grain, I'm going to use my marking knife off the edge of my tri-square and score the grain to give me nice clean shoulders. So again guys, just really quickly, overall dimensions, joint positions, joint details, and any other details. So that would be like your chamfers and stuff. Thanks.